Y'all heard Judge Mathis wants his wife back, baby. Money Long is now single after 9 years of marriage, and a Texas assistant principal is blinded by a student while Sean Kingston and his mama just pled not guilty to grand theft. Hey, critics, and welcome back to the Critic Chronicles YouTube channel where you get commentary reviews and tabloid news. I'm your host, Patricia Hartley. Be sure to like this video, subscribe to this channel, and hit that notification bell so you never miss an upload. It's Friday, August the 30th, 2024. Hey, critics, it's time to chronicle. Well, happy Labor Day weekend, critics. I hope that y'all are doing something very fun and filled and living it up however it is that you feel free. Up first, y'all, let's talk black on the cover where we highlight blacks on the cover of the latest magazines. Now, while Vanessa Williams graces Woman's World September 2nd issue, looking foxy, y'all, in that shimmery gold dress on the cover, TV host Tamron Hall actually graces the cover of Woman's World September 9th issue in a blue jean jumper with a plate full of shrimp showcasing her cooking skills. Shout out to Texas. Esquire magazine has Zoe Kravitz on the cover. She's on the September 24th issue. All the buzz is about her brand new movie with her beau, Channing Tatum. And then, of course, on the front of Bazaar, we have supermodel Naomi Campbell. She's on the cover of the September 2024 issue. Former First Lady Michelle Obama and 44th President Barack Obama, they graced the cover of In Touch's September 2nd issue, up on the channel, but not linked below. So I did a specific upload just about that particular issue where I not only go black on the cover, but I also go black on the inside. And as a reminder, all magazines mentioned were sourced through Hoopla. Hoopla is a streaming platform made possible through our local library. And that's perfect timing because here at the Critic Chronicles, our goal is to provide quality but juicy content from websites, digital magazines, and tabloids, most of which are sourced from our public library. Research from the National Library of Medicine show that there are an estimated 17,000 public libraries nationwide, totaling 4 million visits each day. Public libraries are civic organizations that are committed to providing invaluable resources beyond books that are free and open to the public. Get your library card to access thousands of resources today. Hey, critics, you know what time it is. It's time for critical news you can use. Now, look, I ain't gonna hold you today, baby. Y'all saw it on TMZ. Well, TMZ just released a video of Judge Mathis talking about how he want his wife back, baby, and he sound dead serious. Okay, they caught up with him. It seems like he was at the airport, and he actually admitted. He said when the cameraman was like, "Hey, how's it going?" At first, he did try to be general and be like, "Yeah, it's good." He's like, "No, it's good, but this is one of the worst days of my life." Now, he did admit that him and his wife are still living in the same house. So, you remember on the previous episode, I talked about how Judge Mathis' wife actually filed for divorce after 39 years of marriage, and she was specifically asking for spousal support, deservingly, right? Because when I look at really the way their life set out, the fact that their kids, yes, they're very adult, right? We have like 39, 36, right? But you see those back to back ages, right? So she really did take a pause on her career in order to focus on not only the family but also building the life that they have, which allowed him to be able to have the career that he has as a judge. Greg Mathis there on TV today. So he apparently moved to LA to tape that brand new show, and he it sounds like maybe said to his wife, "Hey, I'm gonna commit to being home more," but nah. He was still flying out to friends events. He's still going hanging out here. He's still going to the big galas. He's still yada yada yada, right? But he's not committing to what he said he was going to commit to, which was being at home more, being around his wife. He specifically talked about the fact that in terms of where she fell in life, she was third. He said, "Don't put your wife third." He also said that he hopes to be able to be an example, because he's going to be fighting for his marriage. He did admit that there has been neglect that has created suspicion around the fact that he could potentially be stepping out. That doesn't sound like from the critics, though, if I'm being honest. And even if it is from the critics, I don't think in this particular moment he was talking about that. I think he was talking about the fact that his wife was like, "Listen, you seem like everything is whatever, but you gone for 3 weeks at a time," because that's the date that she specifically said that she filed for separation there in July. He said that's the problem. It was because basically he wasn't home for 3 weeks and he was supposed to be because he moved out to LA to do this brand new show, saying he was going to commit more to home. He didn't. His wife was third. That's 1, 2 to the three. And she was like, I'm tired of it and give me some spousal support. But he wants to keep his wife. All right. Let me see if I have any more to add to this story because I kind of went on a little rant and I went off of my script, but that's okay. Judge Mathis is fighting for his wife. I hope that it all works out because there's nothing like being able to come back from something like this. I believe that when you can, it only makes everything stronger. So wishing y'all nothing but the best. MC Light, she has made good on her promise on releasing brand new music. She has a brand new music video called Thank You featuring Mary Mary and also Money Long. I realized though in the video, Money Long and Mary Mary are not in the video. They're just on the song. So it's only MC Light in the video. And then I believe that the story kind of comes from a younger perspective of like 1984. And I believe that's kind of either when her career started, right? Or when sort of she was inspired at the beginning of her music career. So very Subway, very, big hoop earrings, gold, very box radio. You know what I'm saying? Allow me to reintroduce myself, but like in the 80s. Shout out to MC Lights. That challenge though that LL Cool J gave you, I'm so glad that you were able to follow through with it. There, side note, y'all, there's some male vocals on the track that sounds like Common. I don't know if that's factual though, but it just based off just me hearing it, it sounds like it's Common on the track. Common on the track. Congratulations, MC. I'm glad that you were able to do that collaboration with Mary Mary as well as Miss Money Long. And speaking of Money Long, y'all, she just announced that she's separated from her husband. And that report not only comes from Vibe.com, but it also comes from a interview that Money Long just did preparing for her brand new album, Revenge. She revealed that her closing track is called Ruined Me. It's largely about her split from her husband of 9 years. And of course, I hate to hear that, but I'm glad that you was able to use that for motivation because the internet is loving the fact that you're bringing back up some R&B that's been missing. Money. Okay. It's not that some of the girls haven't been out there doing it, but I think the more folks out there doing it, just kind of like with the female rap, the more ladies you have out there that's representing the female rap industry and scene is just going to continue to build that momentum in that particular area, gets us more interesting, okay? And many of us inspire just because particularly when it comes to R&B, I think people be like, "Oh, I don't want to be labeled as R&B." And it's like, "Why not? Why not?" But I don't understand that side of the house, so I get it. I get it. I get you want to be more of a pop star, but what's wrong with wanting to embrace the R&B title? Okay? Cause nobody knows me like you do. That's obviously not the new song, but it is a song by Money Long. And speaking of brand new music, Haley Bailey, she just actually released a brand new song because I love you, baby. The Little Mermaid just released that. I want to say yesterday. The video actually came out. The video is actually available right now on her YouTube channel. I could be wrong on the exact timeline, but only by like a few hours or so. But she just released that along with the video. And she also has a brand new movie coming out, right? Haley Bailey stars in a new film with Alex Wolff as well as John Malkovich. It's called The Line. And also the trailer is available on YouTube as well. She does kind of a behind the scenes of the I think it's makeup or something like that. When she's behind the scenes, and that's also on her YouTube channel. So you can check that out on Haley Bailey's channel if you see fit. But congratulations on the brand new song, Haley. And also congratulations as well on the new movie that's set to release soon, because I didn't put the date in front of me. Oh, but the song is available now. You baby. Rapper Lotto, congratulations. She's just been crowned Trapper of the Year. She just got the Trapper of the Year award from Trap Music Museum. Call her Big Mama, all right? Hot97.com reports that the rapper's been it's kind of been a good year for the rapper following her latest album, Sugar Honey Iced Tea. Congrats overall to Miss Lotto. I'm definitely interested to see just more of what you have to offer in terms of the growth and your rap career. And while we're talking about careers, let's go ahead and talk a little bit about some sports just a little bit, y'all, okay? I love to keep up with the ladies as well as all of the ladies who date the athletes. Yes. Yes, that's kind of the area that I kind of fall in. That's my category. All right. Naomi Osaka, she may have lost in the second round of the US Open. However, her new partnership, y'all, with Maybelline has her looking glowy, or should I say it was really more of the matte look. If you look up there, I believe it's on her Instagram page. She has that Maybelline commercial in which she's wearing a red matte lip, and it looks like she's in New York, just kind of hopping around on top of or around in the city, playing tennis there. Also, she's been making some headlines with her tennis fashions. To all be the glory. She's been pictured in a lime green, bright ballerina skirt, walking out to play her match. And then also, side note, I love it when athlete girls make it athletic, but also fashionable. The WNBA, I think they do the same thing where they highlight the players' outfits before the game. And I get it. The NBA does it as well. But I love to just see kind of how the athletes do the fashion. I love to see how the models do the fashion. I love the fashion. I don't consider myself to be overly. I'm simple. You know what I'm saying? But if somebody styles me or something, guess what? I'll be very fashionable then. That's what stylists are for. That look, I'm not afraid to admit my weaknesses, okay? It ain't what you wear, it's how you wear it, and what I wear is good, right? But I can always do better. And shout out to the girls who glam the girls who ain't all about the glam all the time. We just about being behind the microphone, getting it done, baby. Speaking of getting it done, it looks like Sean Kingston and his mom are back in court. And they pled not guilty to charges of, it looks like, organized fraud and grand theft, totaling $1 million, says the Daily Mail. It looks like Kingston and his mama, Janice Turner. If you remember back in May of 2000, May of this year of 2024, I'm really was trying to tell y'all back on the May 25th episode, but I have a little typo here. I talked about basically Sean Kingston and his mom's arrest. Let's go ahead and do a little bit of recap and let's take a listen. If you're this kind of lawyer, actually, I don't think you are, but just in case, Sean Kingston got a lot of stuff that's going on that's related to fraud, Angela. I don't know if you can help him out, but I'll tell y'all what's going on. Shout out first off to Sip with China. She broke the news to me via Instagram on Thursday, and I'm just now getting it today. And since then, we've had a few more things that have evolved and developed. So rapper Sean Kingston, beautiful girls. So it's Sean and his mama. His mama name is Janice Turner. Janice? Ain't, ain't Sean Diddy Combs' mama named Janice? Enough of that. Let me just stay on topic. Well, according to the report, Sean Kingston and his mother Janice committed more than $1 million in fraud. The Associated Press reports that they did anything from money to jewelry to Cadillac Escalades and furniture. Those were all items that was listed in a document that talked about the fraudulent charges that's been brought against these two. So those are some of the charges actually that was actually brought against the two of them. Well, of course, at that point in time, they were also arrested as well. Well, they've now entered a plea deal. They went back into court as they were exiting court. I don't know who was recording them, but somebody recorded them just running up out of court. Y'all ain't have to do that. But they obviously didn't want to answer any questions. But their plea deal that they entered was on Monday, the August the 26th. They pleaded basically not guilty to organized fraud as well as grand theft charges. There's more to come as it pertains to this, but I wanted to follow up specifically about that because I know I had talked about that back on the May 25th episode and had yet to follow up. Wanted to talk about a tragic story, it looks like, that's happened there in Texas. A Texas assistant principal has been blinded in one eye when it was knocked out of socket by a student who threw a wooden hanger at her. As a result, the principal did have to be airlifted to the hospital. I believe it was a hospital in the Dallas area. The incident happened in Corsicana, Texas, where the principal's name, I believe, is, hopefully I'm saying the name right, it's Kendra Rogers. That was the name of the principal. She was responding to, it looks like, a classroom incident at Collins Intermediate School, and upon arrival to the scene, noticed the entire class outside with the exception of one student. Now, that one student was inside the classroom. So she went inside to calm the student, and I guess, unfortunately, the student initially attacked her by first, it looked like throwing maybe some chairs at her and another individual who came in the room to try to assist with the situation. And while that seemingly didn't work, the student then attacked the principal with a wooden hanger, and that is what knocked her eye out of socket. She reportedly stumbled out of the classroom, and somebody called 911. She was then airlifted to the hospital. They then put the eye back into socket, but while the eye was put back, it is believed that the damage might be permanent, and she is going to need another surgery to repair. It looks like, or it sounds like, excuse me, her eyelid, and it may be necessary to remove the injured eye. They just don't know, it seems like, at this time, according to reports. The student in question has been restricted to a specific location and cannot be on campus. The age of the student, according to the report, has not yet been released. Definitely sending nothing but um a positive outcome in hopes that everything is able to be repaired, and um including the eyelid, the eye, as well as the sight as well. Yeah, so sad to hear that. Want to transition over into the Breakfast Club. Now, the Breakfast Club actually debuted a brand new short film by Tyrese. We talked recently about the fact that Tyrese went on the Breakfast Club and really he was supposed to be promoting his latest project with his mom, which he talked about, but I feel like he talked more about either his problems or specifically his ex-wife more than he should have, even though he's in a 4-year relationship with someone else, which I saw you showcasing and just kind of showing her off, which I think is good. The thing about Tyrese and his new chick, she came into the relationship knowing that he was grieving his ex-wife. And so I do believe that it seems promising based off what I've seen, because I've only seen what y'all showed me. I wouldn't have thought that you and your ex-wife honestly would have broken up, but we're not gonna go there because that's probably why you continue to talk about it, because you didn't think that y'all would either. I just hope that you're able to either come out with a project in order for you to be able to move forward. So that you don't talk about it. And if you ever do, it doesn't sound like it's coming still from a place of pain. Going back to the short film, it opens up with a scene that includes his mother watching her important TV shows, and a few minutes later, she's chain smoking some cigarettes. It's a almost 17-minute video in which Tyrese portrays a rising singer, and he's telling his mom he's gonna make it. However, 3 months later, she ends up passing away. And y'all seen that red skull cap that he had been wearing for a while in interviews? That actually it shows up as well, like in the video. In the BC interview that he talked about the project, he talked about that project BC. In the Breakfast Club interview, he talked about this project that he did, and he worked specifically with David Foster, who came out of retirement, according to Tyrese, in order to assist him. Remember, he was also married to one of those Real Housewives of I think it was Beverly Hills. Hadid is her last name. Um, One of those, but working with him, but then also working with producer Brandon Bam Hodge for the particular project. David Foster ain't no joke. He's a plural Grammy Award winning producer. Um, yeah, his album is called, I believe it's Beautiful Pain. It drops today, which is August the 30th. But the short film to me was really, really good. I believe this was just a way for Tyrese to just kind of put aside of his mother's story into the universe with humility, gratitude, and appreciation, maybe, to his angel. Again, just opinion only. And again, the angel in this case would be his mom for show. He also is actually stacking it up, just kind of similar to what Haley Bailey is doing, right? He got music coming out, he has an album coming out, but he also has a movie that's also coming out as well. It is a film, and I believe it's called 1992. Yeah, I think I saw an emotional reuniting with, I believe it was like Vin Diesel, and it was someone else that he was reuniting with while he was on the red carpet for the film. And when Tyrese did the breakfast interview, he talked a little bit about playing Teddy Pendergrass. And the more I hear about that, the more I want to share and say about Teddy Pendergrass in the movie. But there's not, outside of Tyrese, and maybe they say Lee Daniels is a part of the project as well, as what Tyrese is saying. I haven't heard much about it, but just to let y'all know, in case we missed it in the Breakfast Club interview, Tyrese is scheduled to be the person that's plays the role of Teddy Pendergrass, if and when there is ever a movie that comes out. However, when it comes to the movie, it's still in the works. I don't know if they're shopping it around or what's going on with that, but Teddy himself, according to Tyrese, told him before he was no longer here with us that he wanted Tyrese to play him in a movie. So congratulations for getting his stamp of approval according to what you said. Um it's always good to have, I think, the start. If somebody, think about it, like when you're playing somebody playing the role of somebody, you want them to you want them to want that person to play them. Like Brandy talks about the fact that she wants Haley Bailey to play her if there's ever a movie about her, and I'm kind of like, yeah, okay, right? Even if I didn't agree, I think it's kind of like okay. I think you definitely should more than take that into consideration because that's how they see themselves, right? And it's also a movie about them, y'all. It's also a movie about them. Want to send some love over to Scarface, according to Click to Houston reports. The rapper was admitted to ICU at an area hospital here in Houston. He is a member of the Ghetto Boys. My mind playing tricks on me. Dun, 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 dun. He also posted a picture on his IG page with the caption, "Ouch, grateful." Once he posted the photo of him obviously being in the hospital, many folks just kind of outpoured him some love, and that included Bun B as well as Cedric the Entertainer. Back in 2021, if you remember, Scarface was able to receive a kidney transplant from his son Chris as well. So sending nothing but well wishes over to Scarface, the rapper. And speaking of just kind of just some health challenges, it looks like Irv Gotti is hopping around on a cane. The reports are out that Irv Gotti suffered a stroke after TMZ posted an interview done by Whack 100. Now, Whack 100 is reportedly the manager to the game as well as Ray J. Well, Irv Gotti, y'all, is only 54. I know to some that sounds a little seasoned, but to me that sounds young as hell to have a condition where you're walking on a cane that's not as a result of something like a car accident, broken bone, right? An injury. I don't, diagnosis like MS, but to be suffering from like diabetes complications, I think at 54, I wish you could have got it under control. There's actually some footage out there of Irv Gotti talking about his diabetes diagnosis and how he still felt like in that interview he did not have it under control. And he said that he did take insulin from time to time as well. Forgive me for that. But yeah, the insulin, y'all, is no joke. But yeah, 54 is, it's just young to me to be having a complication such as this, to be walking there on a cane. They do say that when it comes to diabetes, it is reversible. That is what they say. Um Irv reportedly also sold his masters in a $300 million deal. I didn't put what year that was, but I think that was back in 2022. A lot of folks have been selling their masters. Didn't Justin Timberlake also do the same thing? Hmm. Should y'all be selling these masters? Is that a good long-term decision? I'm asking because I don't know. But they always talk about how people get ripped off in Hollywood when it comes to some of these deals, and I'm wondering if this is one of them. Sending well wishes to Irv Gotti. And want to go black on the inside of Star Magazine, September 9th issue. Meghan and Harry, they're taking their anti-bullying message to South America for a good cause. And they're committed to continuing their good deeds, it looks like, through their foundation there. Terry Crews is on page 3 with co-stars Heidi Klum, Simon Cowell, as well as Terry Crews, promoting for the season 19 quarterfinals of America's Got Talent. And also Chance the Rapper, you ain't got no problem, want no problems with me. Is you ain't want no problems, right? Y'all, I never know the lyrics. I need to just stop. Chance the Rapper, he's on page 8, y'all, wearing a bucket hat, pictured performing at the CC concert series on the Today Show. That was back in August. Starline is a mixtape by Chance that was reportedly inspired by his trip to Ghana, as well as Marcus Garvey's Starline. Page 12 has Halle Berry stepping out in stripes, promoting her film, The Union. Then Rosario Dawson is she's on page 15, sitting on a panel at Fan Expo Chicago 2024. Tiffany Haddish is on page 17 at the blue carpet premiere at the 4040 Club up during the 2024 Fanatics Fest saying, I wake up early in the morning, exercise for 50 minutes, wash my butt, and then go back to sleep. That definitely sounds like something Tiffany would say. I also want to go back to the 40/40 Club. I think this is the Jay-Z 40/40 Club. Notice how they stacking it up, y'all. We got Jay-Z, he's bringing back the 40/40 Club that they closed down for a little while. And then you got B, she's releasing her brand new liquor, specifically whiskey. You know, if it's the difference between liquor and whiskey, I don't listen, judge me. I'm not a drinker person. So I am not all into the what the lingo and language is, but I bet that whiskey is going to be at the 40/40 Club. And also I saw Issa Rae on her Instagram. Yes, baby. She had the Beyonce whiskey in the Instagram, pouring it up with her friends. Shout out to Issa Rae. Janelle Monáe is out at sea in Italy on page 19, looking jazzy in a red two-piece and a scarf around her head. Jodie Turner Smith is on page 23 wearing a black Gucci dress, baby. Look, that dress that she wore is a black Gucci. It looks like it's suede. It got that slit. Let me tell you about a slit. The way that slit is coming up on Jodie. Jodie. Girl, you looked good at that Vanity Fair Oscar party. We go back also to Halle Berry on page 35. And while she is quoted as a hopeless romantic, they talk about her love life, specifically her love life when she was with Eric Benet, who is a R&B singer. You know, everybody's make fun of you, Eric, because it's like, how do you fumble Halle Berry? How do you do that? Anyway, it was because he cheated, y'all, just in case y'all. I mean, Holly told us, but anyway. But you know, they bring up old stuff. Her Gabriel Aubrey, that's the father of her daughter, who is 16, as a reminder, not 18. I didn't remember that he got physical with her over the custody of their daughter Nala. I didn't know that. I did not remember that at all. But now, you know, she's also fighting for custody of her son with Olivia Martinez. So we got some things going on with Hailey, but she also has, it seems like, a great love life right now, specifically with her new beau, her man. Okay. Because that balcony photo, sweetheart, let me know. Let me know. I think his name is Van. Y'all have fun, girl. A lot of it. Fight Night has a highlight on page 43 with a photo of Kevin Hart. His character is actually Chicken Man, as a reminder, and Taraji P. Henson's character is also pictured there. The film releases on Peacock September the 5th, and Taraji P. Henson is also pictured on page 44, reminding us that her birthday is on September the 11th, and the superstar turns 54. Well, all right, critics. If you missed the previous episode, no worries. I've linked it below. In the August 25th episode, we discussed Nicki Minaj being sued by a fan, Judge Mathis' wife filing for divorce. But we know now, baby, Judge Mathis wants his wife back, honey. And he sounds like he's going to do what it takes in order to get her. Time will tell. The iPhone 16 Pro, as well as all of the features within that brand new phone, and also Victoria's Secret poaching Fenty X Savage CEO. Now, due to misinformation in our August the 28th episode, the full episode will not be available. However, we will get the topics uploaded this weekend. And you know, it's a holiday weekend, and therefore, I will be with you on Monday with our final show of the summer season, along with an update for the Critic Chronicles for the rest of the year. Thanks again for tuning in to the Critic Chronicles YouTube channel, where you get commentary, reviews, and tabloid news. Be sure to like this video, subscribe to this channel, and hit that notification bell so you never miss an upload.